Welcome to NCIX Tech Tips. Today's episode is going to be about the Sapphire HD3. This is a very small form factor mini PC. It's not much bigger than a small CD wallet. And using AMD's latest E-450 APU with HD3 graphics, DirectX 11 graphics I might add, it is capable of, while we're not getting the best frame rates ever, running DirectX 11 titles at 1080p, such as what we've got going here, Dirt 3. So more on all the technology that is fitting inside this tiny little box. So let's talk specs, guys. The HD3 comes with all of the I/O that you need, as well as all of the specs you need for a basic computing experience. So you've got two front USB 3.0 ports, two rear USB 2.0 ports, rear HDMI and VGA audio out, making it very flexible for deployments in, say, for example, at a retail store where the monitor that you're using isn't necessarily the newest thing supporting HDMI. So Sapphire did think of that and gave you that option. It also has a Kensington lock, power in, obviously, headphone and microphone jacks, as well as a gigabit Ethernet port. It has built-in wireless, which means that you're going to have network connectivity no matter where you are, and then the actual specs. 4 gigs of memory, 320 gig hard drive ship in the system by default, and then the APU has a dual-core 1.65 gigahertz AMD processor, as well as AMD HD3 graphics built in. So not only is it space efficient, it is also extremely power efficient. So this mini PC is only drawing about 45 watts from the wall. That is the maximum that we've actually been able to get it to pull, which means that for less than the cost of running one of those efficient fluorescent light bulbs, you could literally have this PC running a 3D game 24 hours a day. Very cool, am I right? Oh, and I also have an external hard drive hooked up to it too, so that's probably drawing a couple extra watts. It's actually not that much bigger than the external hard drive. It doesn't come with a VESA mount, unfortunately, but it does come with a stand, or you can lay it down on its side. So the stand allows it to have adequate ventilation along the bottom, because that is the airflow path. Intake is at the bottom, and then exhaust is out the top. The unit is also very reasonable in terms of noise level. So while you wouldn't want to necessarily put it right next to your ear like this, once you get probably about 3 to 4 feet away from it, so in the context of using it as a media PC where it would be very effective, you're not going to hear it pretty much at all. The HD3 also gives you a ton of flexibility and options that you can change around within the AMD Vision Engine Control Center. So pretty much everything you need to access you can do by simply right-clicking on AMD Vision Engine Control Center, or right-clicking on the desktop and going to the AMD Vision Control Center. That means adjusting your gaming image quality, your power-saving features, pretty much whatever you'll need to do for basic computer use is in here. Last but not least, guys, remember the HD3 doesn't come with an operating system, so that means if you already have one, or if you want to choose which operating system you want, a lot of systems lock you into, oh, well, this is a Windows Home Premium, this is a consumer SKU, they don't need Windows Professional. You can choose which level of Windows you want. So you can get Pro if you want to remote desktop into your PC, or whatever the case may be. So thank you for checking out our NCIX Tech Tips on the Sapphire HD3 Mini PC. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos from your favorite e-tailer, ncix.com.